Welcome all of you. In this video lecture, we will understand about aerobic respiration. What do you mean by aerobic respiration? Simply, when the oxidation of food or respiration takes place in presence of oxygen, then this is known as aerobic respiration. Normally, we our cells undergo aerobic respiration, and most of the organism or almost all organism undergo aerobic respiration to derive the energy from the food they eat. Let us understand the process step by step. When we eat food, then it undergoes digestion, and the digested food is subjected to or transported to each and every cell of the human body. When the digested food such as glucose enters our cell, then glucose undergoes a series of reaction known as glycolysis, in which glucose, which is a 6 carbon molecule, gets converted into 3 carbon molecule known as pyruvate or pyruvic acid. See, glucose gets converted into pyruvate or pyruvic acid. This process occurs inside cytoplasm, and this process or this reaction is known as glycolysis, the breakdown of glucose into pyruvate. So the first step is glycolysis. The first step of internal respiration or cellular respiration is glycolysis. After glycolysis, a 6 carbon molecule glucose converts into pyruvate or pyruvic acid, producing 2 ATP. Then this 3 carbon molecule known as pyruvate or pyruvic acid enters inside mitochondria, where it is accepted by acetyl coenzyme A. Then the product so formed undergoes another set of reaction known as citric acid cycle or Krebs cycle. Citric acid cycle or Krebs cycle takes place inside mitochondria. These are very complicated reactions which you will understand in higher classes, maybe after 12th or in 12th class. So after citric acid cycle, again 2 ATP is produced and some substances are produced such as NADH, NADPH, which helps as electron carriers and which helps in further reactions to produce energy. After citric acid cycle, the substances so formed, such as NADPH, undergoes electron transport and chemoosmosis or ETC, electron transport chain. In the electron transport chain, which takes place round about the oxysomes in the inner mitochondrial membrane. Okay, I have made a separate video lecture about how ATP synthesis takes place. Please watch that video. And after citric acid cycle, ETC occurs, and in ETC, with the help of oxysomes, ATP is produced. Okay, so this is all about aerobic respiration, in which the first step is formation of pyruvate by the process of glycolysis in cytoplasm. Then the pyruvate enters in the mitochondria and it undergoes citric acid cycle, and subsequently the next cycle known as electron transport chain, and thus produces 32 ATP. So total ATP here produces 32 plus 2 plus 2, it's 36 ATP. In some books it mentions 38 ATP, but recent studies shows that 2 ATP are exhausted while performing all these activities. So there are 36 ATPs produced in the process. Here is the complete reaction. C6H12O6 plus 6O2 plus 6H2O, it gives 6CO2 plus 2H2O plus 36 ATP of energy. It is better to write in the exam the number of ATPs which is mentioned in NCERT book. Okay. See, one thing you have to notice in your mind, that one molecule of glucose after complete oxidation or after undergoing aerobic respiration produces 36 ATP of energy. So it is a much more energy efficient process than anaerobic respiration. We will understand anaerobic respiration in our next video lecture. Thank you very much for listening.